Since the first time I visited Six Flags Great Adventure in 2005, I've been watching this park grow and evolve into the park that it is today. Six Flags Great Adventure has gone through some immense changes over the years. Many rides have been built and many rides have been removed. Some notable rides that have been removed since my first visit would be Batman and Robin the Chiller, Great American Scream Machine, Free Fall, and Rolling Thunder. The park has added El Toro, Dark Knight, Green Lantern, Zumanjaro, Joker, Justice League, Cyborg Cyberspin, and Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth. I'm sure you picked up on the fact that almost every new attraction has been themed to DC Comics characters. Six Flags has the rights to DC Comics, so why not use it, am I right? Before visiting Great Adventure this year, I haven't been there in over 10 years, so I was pretty excited to finally revisit this park and maybe add a couple coaster credits along the way. This may sound weird to some, but I was excited to ride Green Lantern, not because I expected it to be a good ride, which, spoiler warning, it's not. No, I was excited to ride this coaster because I've been on this coaster back when it was located at Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom and was called Chang. So it was like closing the loop, you could say. Alright, well, on to the review. Rides and attractions. Six Flags Great Adventure offers a huge variety of attractions. Regardless of your age, I would say that Great Adventure has something here for you to enjoy. From the roller coasters to flat rides, animal exhibits, water rides, simple transportation observation attractions, Six Flags has a lot to do. Great Adventure has a total of 13 different roller coasters, tying itself with Six Flags Over Texas for third place with the most coasters in any Six Flags park. Some of the notable coaster attractions would be El Toro, arguably the best wooden coaster on the planet, King Ka, the world's tallest roller coaster, and it's kept that record now for over 13 years. Nitro, a B&M hypercoaster, so it's basically the GP choice at the park, and Bizarro, the first ever floorless coaster. These are just a few of the fun and exciting coasters that Great Adventure has. Unfortunately, like many Six Flags parks, Great Adventure isn't immune to the whole cloned coaster plague, as this park has 7 cloned coaster attractions. 2 of those cloned coasters are Kiddie Jr. coasters, so not a big deal. But actually, when considering many of the other Six Flags parks, Great Adventure seems to be doing a decent job when it comes to their coaster collection. Beyond the coasters, the park has plenty of unique flat rides, including Cyborg Cyberspin, Wonder Woman The Lasso of Truth, which is the tallest pendulum swing ride, Zumanjaro, the world's tallest drop tower, and Justice League Battle for Metropolis, a dark ride shooter attraction. There are 2 kids areas in the park, one on each side of the park. It's nice having 2 separate areas with kid attractions. That way you don't have to keep tracking back to the other side of the park solely for the other kid rides. Finally, the park has a fun safari tour which takes you through their safari park. It's about a 20-minute ride in which you'll see many different species of animals. My family really enjoyed this attraction. It's something that you don't want to skip when you visit Great Adventure. If you need to cool down, there's a log flume and a river's rapid ride, so you can keep yourself cool on a hot summer day. Overall, Six Flags Great Adventure has a lot to love. I am well pleased with what they have currently to offer. El Toro is one of the best roller coasters in the world, so that ride alone makes this park a must-visit for coaster enthusiasts. I'm giving Six Flags Great Adventure a score of 10 for rides and attractions. Theming and atmosphere. Six Flags likes to pretend that this is a theme park, but we all know that it is basically an amusement park with some skins covering some of their attractions. Six Flags Great Adventure actually features some of the better theming that I've seen at a Six Flags chain. The Golden Kingdom, Frontier Adventures, Plaza de Carnaval, and Movie Town somewhat are decently done. Golden Kingdom is the park's best themed area as it has some nice foliage and live animals to see. Unfortunately, some of their attractions have annoying advertising skins covering the ride, but it's not as bad as other Six Flags parks that I've visited in the chain. Great Adventure is an oddly shaped park. The main section of the park is like a long line that stretches from Bizarro all the way over to the other end of the park where Nitro is, making some dead-end pathways. This park may not be the best designed park, as in guest flow, but it gets the job done and I never really felt lost when I was in the park. Just be prepared to walk a lot. Fortunately, there is a sky ride that will take you from both ends of the park, so if you need to take a break from all the walking or want to get a fantastic bird's eye view of the park, this is your ride. Another thing to note is how spread out all the DC comic attractions are. At first, you might think that they're all located in one area of the park, which is Movie Land, but actually they're located all throughout the park. Green Lantern and Superman are located in the Boardwalk section of the park, while Bizarro is located in Frontier Adventures section. The ride was originally named Medusa, and it had this weird, mild mine train theme, but now it's Bizarro and has nothing to do with the theme it is currently located in. Six Flags has some areas that would be considered a concrete jungle, but also has a few pathways and areas that are covered under trees. Comparing the whole theming and atmosphere to other Six Flags parks, I think a score of 7 sounds about right. Park food. Six Flags Great Adventure has all the food items that you would expect, maybe a little more. I only ate one meal in the park during my visit, and that was at Chop 6. It was pretty decent, and pricing wasn't too extreme since we had a discount through our season pass. I'm giving the park a score of 6 for park food. Park staff. Similar to my trip to Six Flags America, the park staff managed to exceed my expectations. Ride operations were on point with fast dispatches. El Toro was pumping out the trains. Nitro, which had the best operations, were dispatching trains consistently under 1 minute, which I would say is very impressive. Our tour guide during the safari ride was very engaging and entertaining. Unfortunately, I don't remember her name, but she was a great tour guide and one of the park's best employees. She is actually the main reason why we came back for a bonus day solely to ride the safari tour once more. My interaction with the employees in the food departments was pretty limited, but overall I didn't feel like I had to wait forever to get my food or refill my souvenir bottle. Though I will note that both days that we spent at Great Adventure, the park wasn't super busy, and we tended to stay in the areas of the park that were in the less crowded. It's possible some of the food stands weren't up to par as the ones that I visited, but overall, I really don't have any complaints about the staff, except for one. So when we were leaving the park, it was at the end of the day and the park was actually closing. We were over in Movie Land area of the park and just making our way past Justice League. When we were about to connect with the main path of the park, we were stopped by security. They told us that we couldn't continue and we'd have to turn around and walk all the way around Movie Land and back out through the other direction. It was pretty annoying. I mean, the pathway was right there, but they didn't really care and made us walk all the way around. I think security could work out their customer experience a little bit, or maybe just come up with a better solution than closing a pathway that's forcing everyone to walk all the way around. Regardless, I'm still inclined to give park staff a score of 8. I think the good outweighed any negativity I experienced in the park. Park value. Just like my Six Flags America review, park value is hard to judge. If you don't have a season pass or the membership, parking is $30, which is on the higher end for any theme park, and their preferred parking is $50, which is actually the same price of admission to Cedar Point if you were to purchase online. Just saying. Park admission is also extremely expensive at $83, which is what you would pay at the gate. This is almost double the amount of Cedar Point admission. Again, it's kind of hard to compare because I can't find a park gate admission for Cedar Point, and honestly, no one should ever pay the $83 because there are plenty of ways to purchase a discounted ticket. So if you have a membership, the park value improves greatly. For around $7 a month, so that's $84 a year, you can get unlimited admission, parking, and free drinks all year long, and that's also admission to any Six Flags park. Even if you visit the park once a year, this is still basically the better deal. Online tickets are about $54, and with paying $30 for parking, it's just the better deal. Now, something to note, Six Flags membership is exactly what it says, a membership. So it's going to be deducting that payment every month until you cancel it, and I believe you're locked in for the first 12 months regardless. Without the membership, I'd say the park gets a score of 4 for their park value, but with a membership, it's like a 9. So the middle score would be a 6.5, which is our overall park value score. All right, the final score comes to 7.5, which is a good score. Six Flags Great Adventure has a lot to offer and is one of the better parks in the chain. I hear that some folks have a problem with Great Adventure and didn't enjoy their trip, but I didn't experience any major issues when I visited. The ride collection is the park's major advantage to other Six Flags parks. The inclusion of the safari park really makes Great Adventure seem like a huge amusement park with lots to do. Their coaster collection is solid. It might not have the best 1-2 punch out there, but El Toro is a phenomenal roller coaster that you need to ride. Personally, I think the park score should have been closer to an 8.5, as I think their rides and attractions really make this a fun place to visit. As long as the other categories don't take away from the overall experience, I can gloss over that one zombie employee or being forced to walk all the way around to leave the park. If you live nearby Six Flags Great Adventure and plan on visiting a couple times this year, it should be a no-brainer and get the membership. Rumors are starting to swirl that Great Adventure will be getting a new coaster in 2020, possibly 2021, so I'm already excited to get back to this park soon. Honestly, I'd be happy to visit this park again regardless if they opened a new coaster next year or not. Well, that's my review of Six Flags Great Adventure. Let me know what you think of this park in the comments below. As always, please subscribe so you don't miss out on more great content coming your way by X Scream Thrills.